brand new episode of Delivering Marketing Joy. I am your host, Kirby Hasseman, and joining me today, a good buddy of mine. He's been on here before, but he's also a really good friend. He's got some big news in our industry. He's the president of Promoful, and he's got lots of other titles. We'll probably talk about that today too. Ben Taylor, thanks for joining me, man.
Thanks, buddy. I'm always happy to spend time with you. I think this is 3, 4 DMJ. I don't remember, but it's exciting.
Again, fun every time. So it's good. So I want to jump right in. I mean, you were a part of a big announcement in the promo industry recently, and you were named president of Promoful. Can you like talk about that and how that came to be?
Yeah. So Scalable Brands is a private equity group that focuses on being a vertically integrated, and I'll get into explaining that here in a couple of minutes, but a vertically integrated print-on-demand, e-commerce focused organization. That means we invest in companies that have the ability to deliver on-demand products, I think one piece minimum, and allow for true scalability. That's the Scalable Brand side of things. So it really started coming about a couple of years ago. One of the founders of the group, Akil, and I have known each other for a long time. We've always had a very transparent relationship and have helped each other through different situations. And he had asked then, and it was not the right time for either of us. It wasn't the right time for the organization. I was still at Bam Bam's, and we were just trying to figure everything out. Life changes, right? And then a couple months ago, he reached out of nowhere, and it still really wasn't the right time. And then things changed again, and right. and then it really became the right time. And so we just had a lot of these conversations. I've known the team there for a lot of years, so at the at the investor level, at the equity group level, there's just some phenomenal people. Andrea Perales, who does not come from our industry, but she's a super well-rounded chief operating officer, chief financial officer that comes from finance and oil and gas. And then Lou Macero, who had Cooler Graphics for 17 years. He's one of our partners. He's a phenomenal production genius. The guy can make anything on the planet make it look great. And AK, who's really more of a tech entrepreneur. We've been really transparent about the issues that he had over the years. He was involved in the whole wristband, price fixing thing. I don't care what anybody has to say. He's one of the most salt of the earth, honest people that you'll ever meet in your life. And I really respect him for that. Anybody that can take that kind of pounding on the chin, get back up and keep moving forward, I've got phenomenal respect for. He's a great visionary and something I'm excited to work with. And then Nick, who's our CEO at the Scalable Brands level, he's probably top 5 best sourcing guys in the industry, and just nobody knows him, but he's just a back end hustler. And it's really exciting at the leadership team level, kind of what we're doing. So they just kept asking, and they said, we need somebody who doesn't mind being the face and likes to get out there and talk to people. And that's what I'm passionate about. And so it's just the right group at the right time.
That's cool. That's super cool. And it was a pretty neat announcement. And obviously I didn't know, and I read it and I was like, obviously I'm excited just because you and I are buddies. So congrats on that. Man. So what part of this new adventure are you like most excited about?
And I'm excited about how our company's set up. I love to build. It's my thing. Probably to the point of detriment sometimes, but I like to build new things and build companies and cast vision and grow together. And that is what I'm really excited about. As a group, we've got this really great, what I said, vertical integration earlier. And what makes that so exciting is Scalable Brands, they've got your human resources department covered. They've got your finance, accounts payable, accounts receivable department covered. We've got an unbelievable marketing agency inside of that. So we've got your marketing department covered. And so it allows entrepreneurs like myself and Louis to come in and create and build organizations, and then go find other people who are like-minded to build with us. And so that is what I'm most excited about. And I'm not most excited about acquisitions. I'm most excited about going to find new people and say, hey, we've got a great platform. We're vertically integrated. We can help you grow. We can handle your production. We can handle everything. You just want to sell, right? You want to build your company. Well, let's do that together. And so that's what I'm really most excited about. And then the other side of it is just the print on demand side of things, being able to go out in partnership with people and say, hey, we can do one piece. That's it. You don't have to take an inventory position.
Yeah.
Let's work together, and let's use our awesome marketing team to build your customers' audience and sharing it together, that true partnership aspect of things. I'm really, really stoked about that.
That's cool. That's cool. So, moving on from the actual big announcement. So again, congrats on that. But I want to dig in so that I can learn a bit. So you've been in the industry for a little bit, but we've known each other, for a few years. So who's been your best teacher or mentor? And what was like one lesson they taught you that sort of stuck with you?
My dad, hands down, Dan Taylor, founder, CEO of Bam Bams. I was there. Everybody knows me as Ben from Bam Bams, Ben number 1 or Ben number 2. There's 2 Bens from Bam Bams, right? But it's him. I probably have said this to you before, right? But ego can get in the way of a lot of things, especially when you're a builder, right? And
Right.
you're a dreamer, and I am.
Yeah.
I love to dream. I love to build. And you think you can just go beat everything down, and no matter what, you're going to get back up and keep going. And I very much have that mentality. But it's really why I stopped working with my dad, is because I wasn't ready at the time to understand how important the humility aspect of it is. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the best lesson I've ever learned from him, is humility and transparency. Is you can be whoever you want to be, or think you are whoever you want to be. Yeah. But if you can't be humble about it, and if you can't be transparent about it, ultimately everything's going to catch up to you and push you back down. And that happened to me. And I had to completely reevaluate my life. But without him, I wouldn't have made it through it. So at the industry level, he's built a great company, something that anybody would be proud of. And I'm so incredibly proud of, and proud to be a son. But at the leadership level, he really, really taught me the importance of humility, transparency, and how to lead people by being people first. That human capital is the most important aspect of any organization. And I'm forever grateful for that.
That's super cool. That's super cool. I appreciate you sharing that. All right. So final question for you. And this is what I love asking, especially people like you who are, kind of original thinkers. And so I think that self-help advice is thrown around all the time. And so I'm curious to know what piece of advice that you hear all the time that you actually think is wrong.
Well, this one may be awkward in our space, especially amidst the supply chain issues that we're having right now. Okay. But it's that the customer is right. Customers, we're meant to be partners, especially and this is me speaking as a supplier, right? And it may be different coming as a distributor. I've never been a distributor, so I don't know. Right. But it's the customer always right perspective. I struggle with. Sometimes you have to move on from your customers. Mm-hmm. We really have to take the position of partnership. I really stand my ground on that, and treating each other fairly like equal partners. Partnership is 50-50. Yeah. And if Kirby, if I screw up your t-shirt order, I'll own that. Yeah. But if you screw up your t-shirt order and you still want me to pay for it, I'm gonna be salty about it. But I'm still your partner, and I'm gonna reach my hand out to help you. But that part's my biggest thing.
I love that. I love that, Ben, because I think that partner is a word that we throw around when it behooves us, right? Uh-huh. Like, I want you to be my partner when I need you to fix my shit. But mm-hmm. like, I'm not using either your tools or your marketing, or just I'm not treating you with the same respect that I'm hoping that you're going to treat me. I think that's a really, I agree with you. And again, I'm actually looking at it from that industry perspective too. But the reality of it is and I'm a distributor, while I don't know it's quite the same symbiotic partnership with our end users, I find that the customers that get the most from me are the ones who treat me that way, who provide me with information and budget. I'm a better partner for them when they treat me as such. And so I think that's customer is often right. Maybe not always. I love that. I love it. Well, cool, man. I appreciate you taking the time, and I'm really excited for your new journey, and excited to hear more about it as we go forward, bud.
Thanks, man. I'm so happy to be here with you, and look forward to seeing you in person soon, I hope.
I can't wait. Buddy. We'll do it again sometime, okay?
Thanks, man. Take care.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of Delivering Marketing Joy. We'll see you next time.